I guess my initial reaction was like it's a little bit of both. Like you're really excited when you hear the team, but then you also think about the time that you spent in Anaheim with like your teammates and friends there. So once I heard it was Philadelphia, it was really cool because, like you said, I'm best buddies with Jamie and Cam, and I lived with Jamie for 2 years in Anaheim and spent a lot of time with him. So it's exciting when you have a familiar face like that in a new place in a new home. So it's really cool.
Kevin Kurz, you're on with Trevor.
Trevor Heights, Kevin Kersley, Athletic. Thanks for taking the time to do this here. Pat Verbeek yesterday said that I guess he's under the impression you want to play center, right? And Danny Briere told us a little bit yesterday about how that seems to be the plan, that they're going to try you in the middle. How excited are you to move back to center after basically 2 years at the wing? And how can that move, I guess, age your game, maybe kind of spark you into the what you did earlier in your career as a center?
Yeah. I mean, I've played center my kind of, I guess, my whole career up until 2 seasons ago, and I've always felt more comfortable there. And I think there are definitely areas that I need to work on, whether it's in the face-off circle or below the goal line or in front of the net in the D zone. And um, I think it was good to play the wing and learn that position and the responsibilities, and um, see, I guess, kind of where it goes with the new coach and the new team. But it would definitely be exciting to be back in the middle for sure.
Jackie, I'll throw it back to you for your follow-up.
Thank you. I was just curious your thoughts on playing with Matt, with possibility of playing with Matvey Michkov, and what have you seen from him during games?
Yeah. I haven't gotten a chance to watch too much of him, but from all the clips and highlights, I guess you see, he seems like a really smart, skilled forward with a lot of creativity and a really good nose for the net. And I think there's a ton of guys on that roster that are amazing hockey players, and I'm excited to just get there and meet everybody. So.
Charlie O'Connor, you're on with Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. Charlie O'Connor with PHLY. Thanks for doing this. Just curious, for probably over the past year plus, your name's popped up in trade rumors intermittently. Did that kind of weigh on you at all over the last season? Did that did that kind of stick in your head?
I mean, it would be hard for me to say it didn't. I think there's definitely ups and downs with that stuff, and I guess for the first time in my life and my career, that it like started coming up, and um, because it's never really happened before, you don't really know how to handle it. And like I said, there's, I guess, highs and lows that come with it, and I guess with the whole contract thing and the trade rumors, it definitely gets your head spinning a little bit, but definitely not an excuse or anything like that. But now that's all behind me and moved on, and I'm excited as heck for a new start in Philadelphia with some awesome people and new organization. So I'm definitely pumped.
Anthony, you're on with Trevor.
Hey, Trevor, welcome to Philly. I have two questions. So the first one I'll ask is, you've had an opportunity to talk to Rick Tocchet. What was that conversation like, and what did he kind of tell you about, what his expectations are for you as you come in with the Flyers?
Yeah, I talked to him on the phone yesterday. It was a good conversation. He seems like an awesome guy, somebody who I'm very excited to play for. And I have a couple of friends and buddies that have played for him in other places and had really good things to say about the kind of guy that he is and the relationship that he has with his players. And that's definitely something I'm very excited for.
Anthony, go ahead with your follow-up.
On a lighter note, when's the next time that you and Jamie will be able to play tennis, and who's the better player between the two of you?
He stinks at tennis. I don't think he's ever beaten me in tennis, but he's a good golfer. Try and get some more emotion out of him, though. I don't know if you guys saw his hole-in-one that he had the other day, but he didn't even seem like he was excited. So hopefully we can get the juices going on.
Jordan, you're on with Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. Thanks for doing this. I got to imagine the last couple of seasons didn't exactly go the way you had hoped. I was just wondering, what were some of the things that maybe plagued those seasons for you from a health standpoint and just a production standpoint?
Um, I guess from a production standpoint, it's obviously not what I expect out of myself, and um, I think it gets kind of lost a little bit um, because I felt like I was doing all the right things and everything that I was asked to do. Obviously, you need a couple good bounces, but it's a really hard league, and there's a lot of really good players, and there's going to be ups and downs throughout a season. And I think I definitely learned a lot over the last 2 years. I guess more about myself and what I'm capable of, and I definitely learned a lot. So I'm hopefully going to take all that to Philadelphia with me and be the best version of myself.
Kevin, you're back on with Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor, I know for every young player, and Jamie's kind of gone through this too with Torts for the last couple of years. There's that as an offensive player, you want to produce offense, but I know you also have to be responsible defensively, right? How's that journey been for you? Where maybe you look at the stat sheet and you're not on the score sheet for 3 or 4 games in a row, but you feel like you're playing strong defense. How's that journey been for you? Maybe just on the ice and just mentally.
I mean, as long as we win the game, I feel like that's the most important thing, and that's what I've learned the most over the last couple of years. Is it's more about how the team did than how you did, and if you're doing everything that is asked of you and you're giving 100%, and you focus more about the process, I guess, than the personal outcome. And if the team is having success and they're happy with what you're doing and how you're playing, I guess that's more important.
Haley, you're on with Trevor.
Taylor Summon Philly Sports Network. Welcome to Philly, and thanks for doing this. So you've obviously played in front of the Philadelphia crowd. So what does that mean for you being able to play in front of the Philly fans?
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think that that building is awesome, and the fans are very passionate. And hopefully, I can get on their good side pretty quickly. And excited to be there.
Brandon, you're on with Trevor.
Hey Trevor, congratulations. I just wanted to get your thoughts on from a personal level. You were on a rebuilding team in Anaheim. Obviously, the Flyers are kind of a similar situation, but they're kind of trying to take that next step. Do you kind of see yourself as a move like this as a player that could possibly help them get to that next step?
I mean, I think that's the goal. Obviously, you want to come into a new team and help them win in any way possible. And I think personally, I'm very excited, and have always had really good games with the Flyers over the years. And I think we could be a really good team.
Derek Lee, you're on with Trevor.
Hey Trevor, how's it going?
What's up, Derek?
Fresh start for you in Philadelphia. But it seemed like you were really anticipating being able to play with Chris Kreider and being able to be a part of this new era with Quenneville in Anaheim. So did this trade kind of take you by surprise, or did you kind of anticipate something like this happening?
I think yes and no. I think it was more the Kreider thing was funny because we were in the gym together that day, and maybe more of just like a funny joke than maybe being completely serious. A little bit surprised, but all the more excited to be joining such a storied franchise in Philadelphia, and excited to get going with those guys.
Eric, you're on with Trevor.
Hey, Trevor. Good to see you again.
Good
I
night.
got two real quick. So much seemed possible for you in Anaheim. And you've talked about a little bit. We know the injuries over the last 2 years, whether or not Pat Verbeek viewed you as a long-term piece or so. But why do you think things went sideways?
You'd have to ask him. That's a good question. I don't know. I just try to be a good teammate and do what was asked of me, and I'm going to bring that same mindset to Philadelphia. I guess my focus has kind of shifted more towards what I can do for that team and that organization. I think what's happened in the past has made me a different person. And I think I learned a lot in Anaheim, and it taught me how to be a pro. And I'm going to try and bring all that information, stuff that I've learned to Philadelphia.
Great. And at that, we'll call it a day. Thank you very much, Trevor, and thank you everyone for joining us.